so for the Xbox to actually get sold out here for pre-orders, like they must have gotten pretty limited quantities, right? Because there's no way they brought in large amounts and all of that got sold out.
Yeah, numbers were definitely less, but still, I think still the Series S is still available for pre-order even
Yeah, you
now
can still
on
get it
Amazon and
actually if you
Flipkart.
want.
The
And that's
One
for how
X
much?
went that's for 35, which is a lot, and people
Wow.
kind of realize that is
That's
not
the thing.
worth
The
paying for
Indian
this.
pricing of the Series S has been just ridiculous, man. Why? Why would you do that? At 30,000 bucks, it would have been like a sweet spot, and I'm telling you that would have sold out just as fast as the Series X. But I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Okay.
So
And
for people who are asking, a lot of people have been asking if the One X might come back in stock for pre-orders, and I did ask Microsoft that, and they said that it could, but you'll have to just keep an eye on retailers because it's going to be handled by the distributor directly. So just make sure you keep an eye out on Amazon and Flipkart, like add it to your wish list, keep a notification on or whatever,
Or just call your
because it
local
could.
store and like just make sure that they're like you call them every day and ask them.
Local store may not be a good idea because from what I've heard, the numbers are really, really, really low
Even
for
even
offline
for
offline
spaces like
retail.
Chroma, Reliance Digital, and all.
Chroma never had it. Only I think Reliance is the only like large format retailer who
Oh,
had pre-orders going on. Other than that, it was just like small independent game stores, and they got like maybe three console and allocations each, and they may not get again. But I think guys like Amazon, Flipkart will probably get more pre-order allocation. If not, then they'll definitely have a lot more stock on sale at launch on November 10th. So
man,
that's
that's
how.
like really rough, but not as rough as on the other side.
Oh shit, dude.
yeah, so what's happening with that, dude? I was just going to ask you. Like, we've been hearing, so like, there's a lot of communication from Xbox, and even in India, at least there's pricing, there's pre-orders, there's all that shit. What's happening with PlayStation, bro?
Man, a lot of galis are happening on their Twitter account. That's what's happening. Holy shit.
It's funny because they actually sent out banners to put out like uh, for on e-commerce sites like Amazon, Game to Shop. They all had banners up that PS5 is coming this year, and so we thought okay, Sony is really like on the ball about this PS5 launch. But then since they announced the launch date and price globally, India has just gone completely silent. Sony India,
Do you think,
and
dude, answer one question very honestly, so all our viewers know, because you got the industry dope and all. Do you really think it's going to launch here this year? Honestly.
So you know what? And like, before Sam answers that, let me just add one thing. The one thing that people are superbly pissed about is that these guys had posted a November 19th release date earlier on the PS India site, which
Right.
they like stealthily removed, and
Oh, they
people
have.
noticed. And people noticed, and there's a huge backlash because of that. That is the thing that actually has fueled the fire more.
Yeah. So
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 what
now,
happened? What happened with that date is that website is not controlled by Sony India. It's controlled centrally by PlayStation Europe or something like that.
Right.
So when that event got over and the site got updated, it happened for India along with the rest of the world. So I don't think Sony India had a say in that. But when Sony India realized that okay, oh shit, we've already put the data up on the India website, they got it removed. The problem is that's fine. The problem is that they haven't communicated that what is happening. Nothing whatsoever. So to answer Nash your question, I do think it'll come this year. I just don't think it'll come on November 19th.
when do you predict it to come? Realistically.
I would say end of November or early December. I don't think it'll go later than that.
And do you think the tides are gonna like people like India's PlayStation country, like people fucking are going nuts over Sony's
I,
consoles,
I,
dude.
don't, I
So
don't think it's going to completely flip, man. I mean, like, the people are like retaliating. A lot of people are putting their pre-order screenshots on PlayStation tweets and shit like that. But no, it's not going to completely flip over, man. India is a
Dude, it
PlayStation.
won't flip at all. I'm telling you one
Yeah.
thing, it won't flip at all because I'll tell you what, like even IVG people who were staunchly only PS5 potential buyers, they are now many of them have pre-ordered Xbox Series X, but will also get the PS5. So Xbox Series X might sell more and will sell more this generation because they're doing all the right things. But I don't think Sony will. It might dent PS5 sales a little bit, but I don't think it's going to affect Sony in the long run.
So
Because also Sony, like one thing we're forgetting is that right now they're not doing a good job with the pre-launch, but Sony has a track record for doing very very well post-launch. So
post-launch, yeah.
from dropping prices regularly, maybe once every 1.5 years or so, the games keep coming, the games keep dropping in price. Support for retail is very strong. Whereas Xbox, like even in the 360 days, they launched really strong, but then they really kind of dropped the ball on the console and support for it.